Hi guys, it's Olivia here from Olivia's Catastrophe, and today I'm here to be filming my May book haul. Now, before we get started, I just want to say that May has been a very good month for me so far. This is my second month on a book buying ban. Excuse me, did you hear that right? I haven't bought books for the last 2 months. I am so proud of myself. It's actually been 2 months and 16 days. So it's been 2 months and a half since I bought my own book. And guess what? I'm not going to start now. I'm going to try and keep this buying ban going for as long as I could possibly stomach. There was one book that I really wanted, and I thought I was going to break my book buying ban to get it. But then I won it in a giveaway, and I'll show you all that because later. So let's get started with some review copies, because even though I haven't been buying books, I've still got quite a few goodies to show you. So let's start with the books that were reviews. So the first two that I received are Murder on Safari and The Berlin Package. Both of them are by Peter River. I got them for book tours that are going to be coming up on my blog, Olivia's Catastrophe. There's a link to my blog site below if you want to see if those reviews are up yet or not. And if they are, I'll link the actual review below. But both of these, I just signed up for the book tour because both of these sounded like they were jam-packed with so much action. I love action in books, and of course they're just thrillers. They seem pretty long, but they seem like they'll be quick, action-gripping page turners. I'll also be doing filmed reviews once I finish them, because review copies I like to double up with my reviews. So you'll be hearing more about these two books soon. Maybe I'll do a double kind of review. So this book is called Miscast Spells, and it was sent to me by the author Rose Corcoran, and I absolutely can't wait to dive into this one. It's got such a beautiful, simple cover, and as well as that, I know that it's about this girl who is a magician who is, you know, on the prowl, travelling around this goblin troll kind of country place, and they stumble upon the Styx castle where they meet a human maid who has gotten there by, you know, a bit of embarrassing circumstances, and I just know that it's filled to the brim with interesting sounding characters that it just seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. There's lots of trouble with magic and, you know, the kind of paranormal stuff, which I always enjoy, and, you know, green is my second favourite colour. I couldn't turn this one away. Can't wait till I get around to starting this one. We have The Clean Sweep Conspiracy, which is written by Chuck Waldron. This is again for a book tour that's coming on later in May that I'll be doing on my blog. And this one I was pretty interested in because it's about rioting and unrest that comes to this city in Toronto. So what happens is they kind of shut it down, the government put in curfews, they want to curb the violence, they're very strict. And one person called Matt decides that this is not a good thing at all. He says, we can't compromise our freedom for safety. That's not how it's supposed to go. He discovers a lot of information that could bring down the whole system and everything, but of course they're going to try and stop him from sharing that. So there's going to be a bit of a suspense, bit of a psychological thriller thing going on here. You can see I'm pretty high on thrillers lately, so I'm very interested to see what this one will make me think. Next book that I have is called Smash and Grab by Amy Christine Parker. I actually requested this one because I couldn't request it on Elderwise, and it sounded so good. It's coming out in July 2016, and I'll be reviewing it a little bit before then. So what I'm really interested in about this book is that the main character is this girl called Lexi, who always has fun when she's getting a rush, when she's feeling alive, adrenaline pumping, and then her father gets accused for a crime that he didn't commit. Lexi doesn't think twice about breaking into the bank to get the evidence that will clear his name. She loves the thrill, she's going to do it. As well as that, we have Christian, who is this boy who is on the wrong side of the tracks. His friends are convincing him into robberies and crime life, and he doesn't know if he really wants this or not. Somehow Lexi and Christian's paths crash, and, you know, smash and grab. Look at that cover. Definitely sounds thrilling to me. I know this is going to be one that I'm really going to enjoy, and it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun, so I cannot wait to start reading this one. Okay, if I think about it, I've been quite lucky with giveaway wins, so I'm going to start with my giveaway prizes. Everybody, this is the book that I was willing to break my book buying ban for, and because I won it from Lakeisha at Lakeisha the Book Nerd, I'll leave a link to her blog below. It's wonderful. I read every single post because that's how much I love it. But because of her, I got my copy of Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. Fangirling to the max. I am so excited to finally have this book in my hands. It is massive! It's so big I just want to eat it. If that's not weird. But I've just heard so many good things about it. I wasn't too thrilled with City of Heavenly Fire. That doesn't mean I didn't like it, but it just wasn't all that the Mortal Instruments seems to be. I'm kind of halfway through the second book in the Infernal Devices, and I'm feeling it, not feeling it, and I know that lots of people have loved Lady Midnight. So I'm looking forward to getting back into the world of Shadowhunters that I love, and back into Cassandra Clare's amazing writing. I know there's lots of haters out there, like, why is she still publishing Shadowhunters books? I'm sorry, haters, but I just don't care. I wanted this one, and now I have it, and now I'm happy. So Lakeisha, I just want to submit you into my hugs of love, if I could. Thank you so much. Girl Reads on Instagram was just giving away a couple of her books if you had a UK address. And I might not live in the UK, but I had a family member who lives in the UK, and I really wanted these books, so I gave that address instead, and it was all good because it did end up coming to me, and they were free, so it was kind of a giveaway. I'll leave a link to her Instagram below. One of the books was The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. I have heard tons of people raving about this book. I've read some not too good reviews, I've read some good reviews, I don't know where I'm gonna fall. I know the movie has one of my favourite actresses in it, called Chloe Moretz, and I thought I'll just give the book a go before I try the movie. So now I finally have The Fifth Wave in my hands. I can't wait to read it and see what I think of all this alien paraphernalia that everybody's going on and on about. I also got from my Instagram account was called Heaven by Christoph Marzi. Now, I know that this one is about an angel, I think. Oh, I think it's about Angel because of what the synopsis sounds like. It says, the night that Heaven lost her heart was cold and moonless, but the blade that sliced her out was warm with her blood. I know that the main character of this book is being hunted, she's running for her life, and that's kind of all I know, and that's kind of all I want to know at this point. I really want to go into this book without knowing much about it, because I think that will make it all the more fun. So I hope it will be fun when I do get into it. Book that was a giveaway win I won from Shelf Awareness, and it is the Cookies and Cups cookbook by Shelley Jaronsky. It's signed, it's full of pictures of delicious food, and I'm gonna make this delicious food and I'm gonna consume it, and I'm gonna grow 2 sizes bigger, and I'm excited for it. I can't wait to start cooking, some baking, some wonderful things. I will definitely be filming me doing them, so you'll be able to see it, and I'll take some lovely pictures of books with beautiful food. Hopefully beautiful food. I hope it turns out as beautiful as it does look in this book. So, cookbook! Last but not least, I want to show you some things that I can't even keep because I finally went to the library. I never go to the library because I have a physical to be read pile to the left of me right now. It's my left. To the left, to the left. And in it I have about 100 plus books that are physical that I haven't read yet, and I don't want to put on my shelf until I've actually read, because I am like that, which is weird. But I never go to the library, and for some reason my friend managed to drag me in there to print something, and then I got some manga and graphic novels. I don't usually read that, I don't usually spend my money on that, so I thought it's not too bad if I borrow them from the library, see if I like them, and then buy my own copy if I really did enjoy them. So here's what I actually picked up. And it's basically my favourite novels that I didn't know had a manga graphic novel version, which of course now I want to read. Version of Noughts and Crosses. I did know that there was a graphic novel out, but it was on my to be read, virtual list, and I didn't actually have a copy yet. I'm going to read this one, see if it's good enough and worthwhile me getting an actual physical copy of it for myself. But Noughts and Crosses, you guys, is a book that tore me apart. I love it so much, and I don't think it's well known enough for my liking. I wish more people knew about this one. So I can't wait to read the graphic novel and rediscover my love for it and be torn apart all over again just because I like causing myself some pain. The 2 I got were the Twilight Part 1 and Twilight Part 2 graphic novels. Now I know that this is actually just the first book in 2 books, and I've reread Twilight more times than I can count, maybe 8, maybe more. It's like my go-to reread book because I love this series so much. Haters, step aside because I don't even care. I really like Twilight and I really like the movies too. And I really, really hope I'll like the graphic novels. I've already started to read the first graphic novel and so far so good because the pictures are drop dead gorgeous. Move on to The Infernal Devices. Yes, I did say I'm in the middle of the second book, but I kind of took a break on that, took a breather, and I'm going to refresh my memory by reading the manga, not the graphic novel, the manga of the first one. So, let's see how they portray shadow hunters with like anime style. It's going to be interesting, you guys. Last but not the least book. It's The Little Prince in graphic novel form. I have actually read the, actual one. It was really enjoyable, very quick, only took me half an hour, tops, maybe less, maybe more, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very memorable, lots of meaning to it, and I thought, when I saw this, I thought, what a lovely way to like spend an evening just refreshing my memory of such a heartwarming, touching story, briefly. So I got that one as well. That's all the books that I have to show you for this month. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at all the wonderful books, and I hope there'll be reviews of all the wonderful books coming in the future, and I really need to get to reading. I hope that you have been getting some new books recently. Please tell me in the comment section below what new books you have purchased, received, borrowed from the library, just books in your life. Tell me about them, and if you have any recommendations, I love to buy books. So just tell me, hit me up with some brilliant books recommendations, yep. So please like if you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe if you want to see more. I'm releasing a video every week. See you next week with another one then. Goodbye!